God. I mean, I just got an awesome find. And I found one of these up here before. Right in this rust layer. I'm down getting towards the older layers, but I see a CROTAL bell that's the size of an apple. Oh my goodness. It is. And it's all there and it will clean up. Oh, look. Oh, this is a month maker. Good layer. I'm in the dump where I was finding a bunch of marbles right up in there. I did an hour of power video right there and found a wheeling slug plated Stratford Springs bottle. But look at this layer I'm hitting. There's just bottles all through it and I got a marble here already. I'll take that cap off that. But do you see the marble? There's I think that's a Cousteau bottle. It looks aqua, but right here's a marble. Oh man, it's one of these clear base bad boys. Let's see what some of these other bottles. Yeah, it's Cousteau. There should be marbles. Wait, what's this? That's a Pepsi. What's this? Oh, it's broke. There's one of them Art Decades, and I'm on a completely different dump where I just found them other ones. But let me wipe off this marble and I'll be back later. On this, it's got browns, reds, and then, man, that's beautiful. That's a beauty for that frame. Love these old marbles. That's nice. Well, I'll get back to you as soon as I find something else, and I will. I'm gonna go deep in here and see what, take some of this off the top and rake through all this stuff real nice and see what we can get later. Man, I'm in a good layer, but I think I got a big marble. Not sure, it might be a knob off something. But right in there, I don't know, a year and a half ago, I was finding dishes full of marbles per day, raking through this stuff. There was marbles everywhere and I'm this close to it, so I'd say I'm really gonna be on them. Do you see it there? And look at this, this is the kind of layer I wanna be in. And this is deeper than when I went that year. But right there, I think that's a marble. And it is, and it's a day maker. Oh man, look at that. Let me get it cleaned off. That's a beauty. It looks like it might even fluoresce. Yeah, it's a big blue and gray shooter. It's got a little play wear, but it's still nice enough to put in that frame. I don't find many big ones. So another find. My goodness. Right, I mean, folks, I've been here, well, I started this timer I started this hole. This is deeper than what I've been going, but I just got an awesome wheeling beer. I mean, a nice one. It's on 53 minutes, so I've been here about 13 minutes. Got 2 marbles, and I just raked this out. Right back here in the back of this wall, and look at this. Look at the embossing on this beer. This is a big, I have I found one other one of these this year. It's a Schumach Brewing Company, Wheeling, West Virginia, pre-prohibition beer, and it's a big one. Oh, and it's got an eagle and an S. Look at this. Oh man, these are beautiful bottles. Look at the eagle there, flying through the S. All right, figs, I love this bottle. And look at the iridescence on it. I'll try to keep as much of that on it as possible. There's no damage to it. The other one I found was right down in there. Right there. They must be all over this hill, and I'll take them. No lip chips, perfect condition. I'll show it cleaned up at the end. Yes! I'm gonna have a good day. And at the end of this video, I went arrowhead hunting yesterday, found several stone items, some flint items that are just crude, but I found this flat piece of hematite, and I thought it was a paint stone when I found it. I was whipped from digging, didn't really look at it, and it's not. It's grooved on both edges. It's some kind of addle weight or some kind of weight of some kind. All of that stuff's up for debate, but man, there's a lot of hematite on that site, and I show it all after I show the piece in detail, and I'll show the find and then the piece talking about it. Then I'll show all the hematite pieces that I found on that site, and it's a small site, but I'll get back. And I got another plastic figure down in this stuff, and man, this is a cool one. It's a boxer. Look at this. I love little trinkets like this. Look, it's a boxer. And he's got some early, like a light gloves on. Man, like a couple ounce gloves it looks like. Wow, that's cool. I don't know what that's off of, but I'm sure somebody can find it. That last catcher I found is a cake topper. I think it's, I put it over in the community section. But that's a cool find. I'll clean that up, show you. See, I'm getting, that's kind of a cool, it's ACL, but it's got a black, it says, I think it's even got a date on it there. It's a shame on this Stratford Johnny Bull root beer, the bottom's out. These are beautiful bottles, and the ACL is always usually good, but I got another real deep blue milk of magnesia. I'll take that for sure. There's some older bottles down in here. I'm gonna try to go deep and shovel this out and cave in this top. Shovel it all out. I ought to find some more stuff. Breath, you can see I had to cut the log things out of there. We're down to 27 minutes, so I've been digging this hole up for a half hour. I've been finding stuff going down through here. Right here, I just found one of these just like this. It's green this fall. It's green glass. It's like a refrigerator water container, I guess. Water and juice, they're cool. I got a real nice green colored one to go with it now. Now I got two different ones. A clear one. I'm gonna just put that in the bag. It'll break easy. Get that nice beer in here too. I'm happy to get that beer. These didn't come along off whole. They're broke. There's a capper just laying out. But I'm gonna take that Phillips too. We'll set that over here. Get my pictures right there later. I'll get back. I'm gonna find some stuff. Look at this. Oh man, that's heavy. Oh, see what I mean? It's gonna take me a few minutes to get out of this, just my legs. Even this much dirt falls on you back in that hole, it's wet, you're gonna have trouble getting out of it and you're dead. Especially somebody like me that digs by himself. You gotta be careful. This should be, I can't even, I'm gonna have to dig myself out here by hand to get my legs even out of here. Imagine if I was back in that hole and this fell on me. It's lights out. You just suffocate and die, and you know you're dying. You got to be careful, folks, if you're doing this. I have to mention this because there's people doing this that are watching my channel and started. You got to know what you're doing. Later. Myself out of there. I got 11 minutes and 49 seconds left on the first 60-minute timer. I've been here about, ooh, what's that? Ooh, what's this? That's a pink bead, but it's glass. I'm taking it. But, you know, got a nice wheeling beer. Got that, lots of ACL sages and stuff over there. Couple nice marbles. And I've been doing most of the 60 minutes clearing out cave-ins, but I got this wide enough now I ought to be able to find some more stuff, so hour or two ought to be pretty good here. I'll get back at it. All right, there's a Parkersburg, West Virginia Coca-Cola bottle. It's not bad, it's perfect. I'll take all them. ECL soda here. Yeah, it's one of these Dr. Souls. I have a perfect one at the house. Louisville, Kentucky. That one's messed up. I ain't taking it. I'll get back in. I think that's a log cabin syrup, but a big jar just fell out right here on the side. See what this is. Atlas Strong Shouldered Mason. We'll take it. It's perfect. See, another fun, man. I'll get down in here and try to go deep. There's all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of stuff. All right. We're gonna start it back over again. I've been here about an hour and 10 minutes, I would guess. But I'm trying to shovel this out. I had another cave in. Look at this. Chin King soy sauce, and that has to be, you know, 50s. And it's all there. I'm gonna take that. Somebody will want that. It's old. That's kind of cool. It's kind of sandy soil. This is dangerous. That's why I've been gradually terracing this down. There was 12 foot of dirt above me, but over the last couple of years I've been taking it down. Looks like a Coke or something sticking out back in here. Right here. Yep, it is. Ooh, it's a wheeling one. And it's an older one with a big script. That's nice condition too. I'll take that. I don't have as many wheeling ones. I like it later. And this is a cool jar. I'll be taking this. Patent number something on the bottom, you can see. But look at that and that weird lip. That's a cool jar. Like Art Deco looking stuff. Huh, that's cool. Milk I don't have that would have been an absolute month maker, but it's all melted. But it's worth showing on the channel. Meadowcrest Dairy, Bridgeport, Ohio. Man, that would have been a smoker. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. It's got an M embossed on the bottom. I'd have liked to have had that. But we got to show it anyway. And there might be more back in here, folks. Later. You know, I'm deep in here, but I just got a nice jar. I'm on hour number 2. 34 minutes left. But this is aqua. And it's beautiful and it's perfect. Look how aqua. And it's an Atlas Strong Shoulder Mason. I don't have a lot of these, and man, that's nice condition. Look at how blue. That's a pretty jar. That's a real pretty jar. I'll get back at you. I found another one of these old soy sauce things too. I'm doing all right. I'd like to find more marbles. I only have a few, but I probably will. And a nice milk would be nice. Another find. Man, I'm on these, ain't I? Man, this is an odd strap-sided. Look how blue that one is. And it's different size than the last one. It's got a lip chip. I probably won't take it. I didn't do that. It's old. But I'll see if I'll take it. I can put a new cap on it and you won't be able to tell. I might take it. God. I mean, I just got an awesome find. And I found one of these up here before. Right in this rust layer. I'm down getting towards the older layers, but I see a CROTAL bell that's the size of an apple. Oh my goodness. It is. And it's all there and it will clean up the look. Oh, this is a month maker. You mowed it. This is the other one I had that real cool pattern on the bottom. This will clean all up. The top's even on it. Oh man. It's an old, they called them rumble bells. They used to tack them to wagons and stuff. And especially, this is on a turn of a road too. This dump, it could even come up, but I'd say it was thrown away. But that's the biggest one I've ever found. I'll show you the other one from this dump when I get home. It'll take me a while to clean this up. I don't know if the other one looked like this. Oh, that's nice. That's a huge CROTAL bell. Oh man, folks. And that old beer, I'm doing good now. Let's see how much time I got left. 29 minutes. So I've been here about an hour and 40 minutes. And I've got all this stuff. I'm having a good day. Later. You know, there's a nice big Hemingway insulator. Beautiful color. Take that, set it right up here. I can't really get excited about that after I find a Crudo bill as big as an apple. That's perfect. And that wheeling beer is really nice too. They just didn't come along too often, especially in that condition, and big ones at that. Great day, folks. Great day. I'm not gonna stay a whole long time because I'm just excited about that Crudo bill. You don't even know. I got another one that's the next size down off this same dump, and I know how nice it looks. I'll start soaking that one that I found here, and I'll show you the other one. Maybe I'll get to the one I found today partially cleaned up, but I'll have to do work on it. I oiled the other one and stuff, and it looks awesome. It even has design on the bottom. My mom loves them, so she's getting it. See this right here? It's a Sahio glass, like oil related can. If it's whole, it's 30 bucks. 30 bucks. There's another one. All the ACLs on it. Take that. I've sold them for 30 bucks. Multiples of them for 20 to 30. Later. Man, I found good layers today. Look at this. Oh, this one's perfect. That other one had some base chips, a few. This one's going right in my house. Oh, let me get this wiped off. This is an awesome insulator. It's huge. Later. Well, it's a big Hemingway. It's just absolutely perfect aqua glass. You can see it here. It's Hemingway 42, and look at it. It's just flawless. It's like a brand new one. Man, I was getting ready to go. My back's hurting from sifting yesterday, but I'm gonna stay a little bit longer. That high cycle valve oil bottle, there's, you know, I can get 30 for it later. Well, I mean, 5 rakes after I found that insulator back in the hole. Beautiful marble, it looks like. Let me get it cleaned off. It just looks, well, that's pretty. That's pretty. It's bigger than average. I'd say that's an acro. That's nice. Look nice in that frame. It'd be nice if it had more color on it, but it's got another color to that green. Man, that's nice. It's like the acro size. Say that's what it is. An acro rainbow or something, I don't know. All right, I'm down in here. I'm gonna go a little bit longer. This is over 2 hours now. Later. This is the hole I'll be in. Right down in here. There's bottles and stuff back in there. I just can't take no more today. I thought I had a nice milk and it kind of bummed me out because it's slick, but I'm still gonna, I take all these. Not making old milks. I thought it was one of them ones like I found the Bridgeport ones. This cradle bell just has rust from it, from on the outside of it, from like cans and stuff. All that's gonna come out. And listen, the ball, the ringer got freed up in it. All right, that's gonna be awesome. All right, I knocked a little bit of this rust off of it before I brought it in. It's gonna clean up real good. But here's the last one I found in that same dump. The ball's still in it, but I didn't break it loose. And you can see it has pattern on the bottom all around it. Oiled up. My mom has this in her house, and now she'll have 2. I'll show you. I'll work on this one. I don't know how good. Oh, I might have to work on it a couple days, but this one looked like this one, so it'll have that real nice green patina. Man, that's a heck of a find. These are bucket list items for metal detectors, and I found 2 of them just in one dump in the same area. Later. You can see the eagle head on it there, or the bird head. I found another one in the same spot, and look how much darker the one is I found today. And the eagle's completely different, and the S is different. This S has lines on it. Look, there's like a hollow spot in the bird head. You can see them here. Look at the S. From that one to this one, it's completely different. And even the top of the S up here is different. Look. And the other one I found says Schumach Brewing Company Wheeling on the bottom. And this one is blank. But you can see this thing's gonna clean up to look awesome. I've got to get some of that rust remover. It's even got fancy down here on the bottom all over it. The bell's loose. It's an awesome Crudo bell. It's brass, so all of this stuff will come off. I need to get some of that rust remover at, this is just a quick cleanup with a wire brush. Once I get the rust remover and oil it, it'll look as good as that other one I showed in this video. That's an awesome find. Man, somebody metal detecting finding that, that's a day maker. Here's the blue jar. It's also beautiful. It's got nice iridescence in it. I'm just going to leave that in it, but I like them. Beautiful insulator. You can see, but I like the beer bottles and stuff in the Crudo bell. These beer bottles are cool. They're big ones. But got a few marbles too for the frame here. And this little, look how cool that boxing figure cleaned up. But there's that red and white marble and then that green and like tan one. I didn't put that big one in because it just had too much play wear. I like to only put nice conditioned marbles in these frames, not junkers. But I'm not sure what that is. I can look up boxing plastic figure and probably figure out what it is. That last catching figure I found was a cake topper from the 1950s. I posted what it was and the complete set of them. It went on the top of some little boy's birthday cake in the 50s, and I found it. It probably went through a whole birthday party at a kitchen table or outside or something. That's pretty cool when you think about that, and it's perfect. But another success today. I'll probably look for arrowheads tomorrow. There'll be arrowhead clips on this too after like this clip. So thanks for watching. I'll see you back in a day or two with another video. Later. Oh, this is odd. Look at this. There's a snake. I'm gonna have to get him. He must have been in a hole or something. Oh, look at this little snake. I don't know what kind that is. But I'm gonna have to get him back up in under here. Look at this little guy. There you go, buddy. Get back up in there. I put him up in there out of the weather. But that was cool. Alright, I'm out looking a little bit. The water's real high. Where I found all them mid-arcade things is underwater. But I found some rock pockets up in here caught. And I got something. There's flint up here. I have a chance. This is just a few shovelfuls of dirt. Right there's 3 flakes of that green, like jasper stuff. But you see it? Right here's a piece of faceted hematite. Oh, look at this. I thought it was a silt for a minute, but it's like a rubbed piece. Oh, it's just rubs, just completely smooth. Man, that's a cool piece. Look at it all rubbed down. Man, there's a lot of hematite on these mid-arcade pentagonal sites. Put that in the boat, that's a nice one. You know, I've talked about this before. Some of you guys down south digging on them ridges, if you get into sandy soil, you want to try one of these rakes versus using a shovel. You can go through much more material, and I'm telling you, if the soil's a little wet, the flint's gonna pop. And if you get sharp tines on it, you're gonna see stuff. There's a big green blade laying right there. I'm in that place where I found that silt and all that mid-arcade stuff. You can see I'm still finding this beautiful green flint. Look at it, it's green. There's other high quality stuff coming out in this section. Right there, real nice looking stuff. Got this big piece of beautiful rubbed hematite. Look at it. Man, that's cool. I mean, it's just rubbed smooth on this side. They've rubbed it down from a pebble that was probably that thick into that making paint. But let's pick up this blade. It's made of that beautiful green stuff. I'd rather have an arrowhead, but a find's a find. Look right here, right out of this wall. It's a little blade of some kind. Yeah, it's a rough one. Rough little preformed blade. You can see where it's had some work on it. Not the greatest, but still a find nonetheless. I'll get back on my next one. The water's up real high. I've been raking through the sand in here, but I didn't see much else. There's a tip off of a big blade. The only thing I really got is that other green blade, which is rough, and that piece of hematite I like there. That's a keeper. But all this flint There's another piece of hematite, but look at all this flint. There's another like preformed knife or something. Then I'm gonna get down a little farther and I'm gonna get home. Then the water needs to go down. Blazing clip there. I went over to where I found that hematite weight, and I thought, what the heck, I've been out here a while. Almost 2 hours. It's getting, I don't know, it's still, I could still go to a dump, but I'd rather find this stuff. And I found a good bit of flint, but I got a nice nutting stone here. I saw it right on my shovel. See the hole in it there? I don't know if there's one on the other side, but this is good. This is a nice little artifact. Let me get it cleaned off. Yeah. Nothing on the other side, but that's a keeper. It's got a nice hole in it. You know, some people have looked their whole life, never found one of these. They're all sandstone, and they get blown up in cornfields, and that one's got a nice hole on it, and it goes right with this site with that mid-archaic pentagonal stuff. So we're on the board again. I got a few things. That hematite piece, I haven't found enough for a video yet, but it'll be good stuff to put in another one. I'll be back here a lot. I'm scooping up in here in these tree roots. They catch stuff and hold it, and I'm just scraping in around them. I might get something else later. All right, I've been down there on that mid-archaic site for a while, and all I found was that nutting stone there and that piece of rubbed hematite and that green blade looking thing, and the blade thing ain't that nice. But look here, I stopped on this place where I found that last silt preform, and look at this. That's all been beat down. That's either a spalling hammer or another silt preform. I'd say this is a well, you can see it. It's definitely been all, that's kind of cool. I'd say it's a silt preform. They started shaping it. That's pretty decent. That'll look nice with that other one. I'm 10 yards from where I found that chipped one. Maybe this one's not as good a material too. Maybe they started it, but look at how that's worked all the way around. I'm right in a fire pit. It's what it is. It's 2 stain tools now. That's nothing to brag about, but it's a pretty cool teaching tool. Later. Man, I thought this was a paint stone. This is much better than what I thought. Look here at this little notch. Now if you flip it over on the other side, it's got another one right here, and that's to facilitate hafting of some kind. That's notched, and that's probably where it was tied on to an addle handle. It's real heavy. It's probably another one of them addle weights. I'm not positive, but there's no way. You know, I'm on the river, and look, that's right in line, right over on this side, and that's like it would have been grooved, and that's all they needed to hold the. Oh, this is cool. That makes it way better with those notches on it. If anybody has any ideas, I say that's tied on to something, and it's some kind of weight. It's hematite, it's heavy. This is better than what I thought. I've been finding a lot, and I just found that little one. They could have been making all kinds of different kinds of them. You know, that could have even been tied on to a lot of different stuff. But I'd say it's a handle weight, maybe. That notching's very odd. See it? That's purposely in there. Later. Alright, here's this stuff I've been finding all in one small area. Like, I don't know, about as long as this, on this back porch here, and maybe in a section about this. So I don't know, 4 by 10, 12, but about 4 by 12 I'd say is the area, and it's all mid-archaic stuff. This was off of it, and this was found on a completely different site. This was up the river some, but it's a preform for one of these celts. I found this celt first, and yesterday you see all this hematite. There's hematite everywhere. I got this addle weight, and this one's from the same area. This one's like 40 yards off. You can see I've talked about this in one of my other videos, the ground end spots. But yesterday I got this piece, and it's all just, 100% polish on this side, and I didn't notice when I found it because I was standing in that cold water. Right there's a notch, and you come over, right here's a notch, and that was tied on to something. It's just not completely grooved, but they've grooved the edge. That's a very interesting piece. See if you can see it here better. You can see the notch here, and this isn't broke. You can see how it's polished even in that notch, and that's for tying it on to something. Maybe an addle handle. It's real heavy. It's about as heavy as lead. It's natural iron ore. That's a good find. Look at all that hematite from that little area, and look at how tool grade that is. Whoo, that's a cool piece. But you can see there, they were using, these are right together. These other three pieces of hematite above are right together. Awesome celt. And here's the pentagonal. Man, that's nice. Yeah, I was going to show you translucencies, but the sun's behind the cloud there. There's a dart. Here's the first pentagonal I found. I figured that celt was pentagonal, and then this one's sharpened down, but it's cool. These weird square knives. And the knives, here's another dart point. Little knives and stuff, but I wanted to show you that hematite. That's something else. I'm finding all that in one little area. I see very few people finding hematite. These are cool.